Have you ever had a home? Or have you ever left a home? If you have a home now, then you are one of the richest people on earth, especially if there is someone who greets you when you crosses the threshold. If you have left a home, and if you are looking for one now, that's not a bad position either, because that shows you have courage, you are curious, and you're ready to change, and you probably don't settle for little. I think home is more than just a place where we go and sleep. I think home is everything that happens between the walls of your shelter, starting with the objects, with your memories, and everything else you do there. I would like to share with you what worked for me in creating such a place before. Because home is something that we need to create, and home is for some given from birth, and it's not a question at all. There is no question about furniture, there's no question about refurbishment, there's a little bit of mobility, but not too much change possible. And also there are some where naturally they have two homes, and whenever the weather changes, they can easily travel and move to the other one. What a spoiled life is that, isn't it? In addition to that, these days, many people choose to change their homes. They choose and move because of studies, because of work, because of passion. And whenever we leave a home, that's when we realize how much that previous home was worth and how much the change means. I've recently heard a story about mountaineers who, we can say that quite frequently change their places where they sleep. And what they said was that a good base camp is essential, because without a good base camp, there is no peak attack. Base camp for them is like home. It's a place where they leave from and where they return. And it's got to be good, and it has to have a desire for them to return to that place. Only after hearing this story, I realized that when I was traveling, I created a mini base camp for myself every time I moved from one place to another. And having had a look at all these places where I enjoyed myself, I realized that this place, which I call home, can be anywhere. Plus, I also collected the characteristics of what makes a good home for me, and this is what I would like to share with you now. Number one is location. It doesn't have to be linked to anywhere in the map, but you have to choose your place well. It's got to be close to other places where you regularly go to make it easy to return. Number two is safety. Because all you want is to arrive home safely, and you don't want to have a street fight while you are going home. I don't think there is too much to add there. Number three is a good bed. You've got to have a good bed. Throughout the course of the day, you are either in your shoes or in your bed. Therefore, you've got to give it quality. So choose a better one than that. And number four is have something in your home which is very special, which is unique to you, which you have some passion about maybe, that will create the desire for you to return home and care about that one thing. To give you an example, in my case, this is books. No home is a home for me when there is no books. The best case is when there's a bookshelf with all the books I would like to read or the books I have already read. But let's face it, everyone has at least a cookery book at home, right? Number five is the best when you can have a housewarming party. During the course of preparing for that party, you will get acquainted with your home, with the walls. You will create something in that home, and that will give you another good feeling of home. Plus, when your friends arrive, they will bring laughter, they will bring joy, they will affirm the place where you are at. Plus, who doesn't like presents? All in all, home doesn't have to be at a very specific place. It can be anywhere. And if you choose your location well, if it's safe, if you've got something very special for you, if you've got a good bed, and you've got some friends to invite, that's going to be your pre-home.